This is the Online Entrepreneur Show, and we are Chris and Karen Eavestone. Today we'll be talking a little bit more about 6 reasons why you need a conversational marketing strategy. So, to implement a conversational marketing strategy, Chris, chatbots has come into the market.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. I mean, it's since the middle of 2017, and the development of chatbots is that it's the most common mechanics to have like a virtual assistant for you.
Yes, exactly.
When it comes to, I mean, the biggest chatbots is used in Facebook Messenger.
Yes,
yeah.
And I think the first reason why you should have this as a strategy is that conversational marketing actually goes hand in hand with inbound marketing. And it's all about being helpful and non-invasive and contextually relevant.
Exactly, and there's a lot of talk about conversational marketing. What is conversational marketing? Can you define it?
Yeah, I think it's more about, you can provide content and be helpful and be there for the customer or the lead that comes into your marketing funnel and take contact with you. And if a chatbot pops up on a website, it isn't offensive, I think. I think it's there to be helpful.
Yeah, it's more for support and quick answers on easy questions.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, a chatbot could be a virtual assistant, it could be a robot, or it could be a person.
Yes.
But it could be a chatbot that's page person in behind and get you in contact with the person.
Exactly.
So that's one of the mechanics. And I mean, the reason why we're using chatbots today is to take care of incoming leads and nurture them.
Exactly.
And make them more and more hot to be interested in our offers.
Exactly, and that's actually our second reason, to have a strategy is because, as you say, chatbots provides content and nurture leads.
Yeah, and I want to say one more thing. I mean, the most common thing is to only have a sales funnel.
Yes.
I mean, instead of only have a sales funnel, you have a marketing funnel before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there is the chatbot is very essential because it can direct you to the right place, and it can gives you direction to educational content to be followed on to a sales funnel.
Yes.
Yeah. So the implementing of a chatbot and using of it is very essential because we can't be attendant to thousands of leads that you're going to have contact with. And if you're going to send them the same information, why don't you use the chatbot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the third reasons why you should implement this is that chatbots, they can be equipped with smart rules, and they can, that are based on contact proprieties. So you can segment people coming in.
Yeah,
and from the information that you get from people coming into your sales funnels or your marketing funnels, then you can provide them with the right information.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Mm-hmm. That's an important function in the chatbot.
Yeah, and you can put the buyers through a journey.
Yeah, exactly. You can go different paths.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you like coffee, then you get coffee education. Mm-hmm. If you like tea, you get tea tips or something.
Yeah. So
it's a matter of taking care of your leads in the right way.
Yeah, and it's a matter of deciding what kind of questions you should ask. It depends on what information you want to capture.
Yes, right. Yeah, I mean, it's a logic help. It's a help to provide the logic to answer questions.
Yeah,
and of course, ask right questions as well.
Yeah, and ask them in the right way.
Yeah,
and the fourth reason is that chatbots can boost your master form strategy. So it's you need to have a great strategy, and when you're using conversations through a chatbot, you need to think about how should I sound, or not how I should sound. How should the chatbot sound? It should be helpful, and it should ask questions, and it should be matching everything so you can put leads through the right journey.
Yeah, that's right. As I say, do videos and talk to your prospects as they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to be met by a robot.
No, and you should use the right kind of language as well.
Yeah.
So you feel that you can really connect with your audience in the right way. So people feel comfortable answering questions from the chatbot. Make it personal, make it funny or sassy or interesting, you know. Don't make it so boring. Then they could really answer questions from a forum instead.
It's not like, give me your email.
No, it should be more conversational, and that's the meaning with the chatbot, is that you can use the conversational marketing strategies.
Yeah, and I see a chatbot like it's sending me to different directions.
Yes.
Could give me links or something.
Exactly.
It's not the biggest part in a funnel, in the marketing strategy, but it's quite big because of it offloads your work.
Of course.
It takes care of the information that you want to spread automatically to a vast list of prospects.
Yeah, and the fifth reason is that chatbots can quickly connect users with your sales representatives. So you're not always there, 24/7, 365. You're not attentive in answering questions that are coming in through your funnels. But if you have a chatbot implemented, it's always awake when your users are awake, when they are coming in to ask questions or want help with something. And when people want to talk directly with a real person that can make the sales go through or help them in some way, the chatbot can send information to say, hey, this person wants to be in contact with you. Please call him back.
That's right. Yeah, like we talked in the beginning, this chatbot on the web page.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can page someone in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's nearly the same because you can use a chatbot for essential information.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a shop, you can give them opening hours. You can give the quick menu for the restaurant. You can lead them through a booking sequence for booking a table.
Yeah.
And that offloads your work as a shop owner or whatever.
Yes.
What business ever.
Yeah.
And you can give out easy information that's not necessary to, if you call someone, if you call a company, say, okay, can you give me a price list? Okay, it's going to take some minutes and maybe half an hour or something.
Yeah, and the chatbot can really soften up your leads and give them all the information they need. So when they are ready to talk with the representative from the company, they are so eager. They really know what they want, and you can make a sales go through quite easily.
Yeah, that's the biggest part maybe.
Yeah.
Let's say we have a prospect now and been in contact with we can talk about a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good example, and they want a price list. Okay, when they opt into the chatbot, you have them there in the list.
Yeah.
So they have been interested. So then you can talk to them. You can give them recipes. You can soften it up, as I say, and make it more hotter. And on the very end, when it's ready, you can start to giving them a great offer.
Of course, they can get maybe 20% off the menu if they're booking a table for the weekend, because they're going to spend maybe $1,000, not 1,000, I was going to say crowns, but maybe $100 or something like that on a weekend.
Could be 1,000. You never know.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, a cup of coffee could be a $1,000 weekend.
Of course.
Yeah, and you never know because you need to give, and then you get.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And the sixth reasons is chatbots really encourage users to engage with your brand. So use the chatbot to make people know your brand a little bit more. Give them a feeling of who you are behind the brand. Give them the right information and personalizing the chatbot. We said it before also, but it's really important. Make it so it feels like it's part of your brand, like it's part of your company. It could be someone working at the company. How should the chatbot be? what kind of language should it use, and you can even give it a name if you would like to do that. You can make it as personal as you would like, just to make it more connectable to your brand.
Yeah, and make the chatbot ask questions.
Yes.
To get your audience engaged. Because if you ask questions, you get answers. So if you ask the right questions, then you can save the information depending on the answers. So you can give your audience the right information at the right time. Therefore, you will warm up your audience to probably make more sales.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I also think it's important to make sure that the conversation isn't stale or boring. Make it a little bit more fun, make it a little more personal, because it's all about the personal conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of a business this is. I mean, maybe a lawyer is.
No, I don't know. But I think it's here and then. Just remember one thing. Not everyone is positive as we are about chatbots. Not everyone is in love with the robot revolution. So be careful. Don't spook anyone. Be mindful about how you approach people through your chatbot, and make sure that they feel comfortable answering questions. So be soft in the beginning, and it's like when you start any relationship. Be soft in the beginning before you go into the real questions.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Facebook Messenger now.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest surface for using chatbots and
Yeah.
the biggest audience. And I mean, there is a lot of actors out there that's using chatbots. So if one person has opted into 10 or 15 chatbots, it's going to be very chatty.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always, I mean, it needs to stick out in somehow, because you always need to make the person possibility to opt out of the chatbot.
Yes, of course.
Because they need to be able to stop it as well too.
Yeah. But remember, the chatbot can never, replace the one-to-one experience with a real person, with a really human. So it's only to be helpful and to offload you and to give you an automate funnel that will work, for you. And in the end, you need the personal touch. You need that you or some other representative from your company is taking the personal touch with the leads coming in. I think that's really important.
Exactly, and as many of our clients using chatbots to nurture the leads, and in the very end they make the chatbot to set them in contact with them.
Yes.
To speak, in real human.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's very important. But the chatbot part. It's a very big thing. It's easy to set up, but it's easy to make some wrong there too. And you need to be very careful. Yeah. Because of when we talk about Facebook Messenger, it's a hard game. If you do something wrong, you can get a notice from Facebook and they can actually shut you down.
Yeah.
So. But I encourage you to try to implement chatbots and try to use them.
Yes. So thank you for listening to us today. And we were talking about 6 reasons that you need a conversational marketing strategy. Hope you got something really useful from listening to us today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to just fire them away, and we will, of course, answer them. And also, we would love it if you would share our content further to others that can benefit from watching our videos. So thank you very much for today.
Yeah, thank you for watching us.
Yes, so take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.